Welcome to episode 7 of our series Back to Basics Business Technology Platform. In the previous episodes, we have seen what are the different mechanisms to store data, what are the mechanisms to manipulate the data, what are the ones for governance, why is it important. Today, we're going to focus on a very strategic item, that is the platform. There are many platforms, we'll give you some hints on what they are. Database platform, data management platform, business technology platform, all these platforms. We mentioned several times the concept of siloed applications that were deployed to serve a single domain of an enterprise business. We have seen how isolated these silos were from a global vision of the enterprise data architecture. Because of the evolution of the technologies, together with the identified needs of a more efficient amalgamation of the business processes, many integration techniques and products arose, inducing a more homogeneous data architecture, but also inducing a higher complexity in data management. Trying to get rid of data silos implied a multitude of technology silos, all responsible of a particular aspect of data management in a chain of actions needed to perform the data integration, ETL, replication, data quality, and others. In the second episode of this series, we introduced the various capabilities of SAP HANA. It is important here to differentiate again a data management system and a database platform. The Database Management System, DBMS, is the software that interacts with end users, applications, and the database itself to capture and analyze the data. The DBMS software additionally encompasses the core facilities provided to administer the database. In our slide, this is referred as database services, in yellow at the bottom. A database platform offers additional embedded services to seamlessly integrate additional services required to process data in a more efficient way. Obviously, the first candidates are the integration services, in orange on the slide, as deploying a platform into a predefined silo-based environment will require a coexistence, even if temporary, with the already deployed data architecture. Therefore, if replication, ETL, data quality, and other integration technologies are included in this platform, it will make the life of the data administrators and developers easier when the platform absorbs the various silos and ingests more and more data from the various sources. In this series, we mentioned several times that today companies do not only deal anymore with structured set of data the way they did in the past, but are facing new challenges in processing data in a more efficient way without having to transfer this data into a specialized engine. Data like geospatial references or time series data do require specific algorithms to get the best of them and link them with other data sets. SQL language shows very inefficient in managing these types of data and their associated complex algorithms. Therefore, including specialized engines in the database platform is real advantage, as all the processing is performed over data that are already inside the database. No need to transfer them outside and process results from the external engine. The most popular engines required today are, in green on the slide, geospatial, which offers a set of functions to deal with geospatial data, latitude, longitude, and calculate information such like distance, surface, perimeter, and complex geometrical forms. Text, which not only checks the presence of words in a text, but is also capable of understanding the context into which the word is used. Graph. A graph engine does not look to the relationships of a dataset with another dataset, like a relational engine, but rather looks at the relationships of the data between them inside the same dataset. Example, in the context of fraud detection, analyze the financial movements between two bank accounts looking only to the single financial transaction table. Time series. A time series is a series of data points indexed or listed or graphed in time order. Most commonly, a time series is a sequence taken at successive, equally spaced points in time. For storage cost reduction purposes, it is often attempted to store only the values that have been changed across time. Therefore, the time series engine will have the possibility to rebuild the missing data based on default or calculated values. Predictive analytics is the use of data, statistical algorithm, and machine learning techniques to identify the likelihood of future outcomes based on historical data. The goal is to go beyond knowing what has happened to provide the best assessment of what will happen in the future. Streaming data is data that is generated continuously by data sources, like log activities generated by users using web applications, e-commerce purchases, information from social networks, financial trading flows, and others. The challenge is not only in dealing with the volume of generated data, but rather in being able to react properly and in real time to data values detected in the stream. Therefore, streaming and events processing often work together. Finally, processing data might also require in-house development, in purple on the slide, to efficiently deal with the data regarding the specificities of a particular business. It must therefore be allowed to integrate these application developments as services close to the data processing in the perpetual objective of avoiding the creation of new silos. A data management platform is founded over a database platform, but is adding additional capabilities such as technologies for analytics or application development. Before speaking of such a platform, it must be clear that we are seeing a major shift in the way enterprises consider their future of information management. For historical reasons, all organizations have deployed their IT infrastructure in so-called on-premises data centers, meaning they were managing all data processing and applications themselves from A to Z. Today, many, if not all organizations, consider moving their data and processing resources to the cloud. Cloud computing offers business many benefits. It allows to set up what is essentially a virtual office to give the flexibility of connecting to business everywhere, anytime. With the growing number of web-enabled devices used in today's business environment, for example, smartphones, tablets, access to data is becoming easier. The main benefits of moving business to the cloud are reduced IT costs. Moving to cloud computing reduces the cost of managing and maintaining IT systems. Rather than purchasing expensive systems and equipment, enterprises can reduce the costs by using the resources of cloud computing service provider. Scalability is another benefit. The business can scale up or scale down the operation and storage need quickly to suit the situation, allowing flexibility as the needs change. Rather than purchasing and installing expensive upgrades yourself, the cloud computer service provider can handle this for the enterprise. Another benefit is the business continuity. Protecting data and systems is an important part of business continuity planning. Whether one experiences a natural disaster, power failure, or other crisis, having the data stored in the cloud ensures it is backed up and protected in a secured and safe location. Being able to access the data again quickly allows you to conduct business as usual, minimizing any downtime and loss of productivity. Another benefit is the collaboration efficiency. Collaboration in a cloud environment gives the business the ability to communicate and share more easily outside of the traditional methods. If teams are working on a project across different locations, cloud computing can give employees, contractors, and third parties access to the same files. Another benefit is the flexibility of work practices. Cloud computing allows employees to be much more flexible in their work practices. For example, having the ability to access data from home, on holiday, or via the commute to and from work. Last benefit could be the access to automatic updates. Access to automatic updates for IT requirements might be included in the service fee. Depending on the cloud computing service definition, the system will regularly be updated with the latest technology. This could include up-to-date versions of software, as well as upgrades to server and computer processing power. This cloud approach is obviously very different than the on-premises one, but needs to be achieved with caution, as it is not possible to migrate everything from on-premises to cloud in a kind of a big bang way. Therefore, it is very important to select products and technologies that can run the same way on-premises or in the cloud, offering the possibility of setting up a hybrid architecture. The ongoing digital transformation calls for major organizational changes within companies. Silo management, which had been the norm until recently, is being challenged in favor of a user-centric global strategy. The term Data Management Platform, or DMP, is being used extensively as time goes by, and not without reason. At a time when big data is a recurrent topic and questions surface, DMPs offer the possibility to manage and activate collected data. DMP usually refers to a platform provided as software as a service, or SaaS, that is used to gather, centralize, generate and activate client or lead-related data. In a few words, it is a super database, populated by data coming from many sources and working in real time. The idea behind this type of platform is to reunite all the databases that were managed separately and unifying them in a single database. Uses of DMPs are not limited to data storage and centralization. The most attractive feature is that they let you activate data and use it. There are plenty of different use cases. Data considered by DMPs are of many types, including browsing information, exposures to ads, offline info, CRM data, voice of customer, second and third party data. Browsing information, for instance, is product descriptions, search queries, abandoned baskets. Exposure to ads is, for instance, viewed and clicked banners. Offline info can be TV catalogs. CRM data is composed of profiles, CSPs. All this information allows knowing clients better, but it is not its sole purpose. Every piece of it must allow actions to be taken and become a trigger, like recommending products, prompting basket abandoners to finish their purchase, etc. To set up a DMP, a stack of integrated software is mandatory, covering from the storage and access to a huge variety of data sources to development of analytical applications, passing through pre-built components serving specific purposes but integrated into a global architecture. Today, every company needs to solve three key challenges to win in their respective markets. Companies should leverage synergies to minimize costs for funding innovation. Companies should deliver a next-generation customer experience in a world of disruption. Companies have to engage employees to attract and retain top talents. The most successful ones in today's market environment have one thing in common: they understand how to consistently deliver exceptional experiences. In order to achieve impactful business results, customers must have all the necessary services for data-driven innovation working together. However, despite the great technical progress across industries, most customers will struggle to innovate and turn data into business outcomes. A Business Technology Platform, or BTP, identifies strategic business problems across four key technology markets: database and data management, analytics, application development and integration, and intelligent technologies. The BTP is therefore a portfolio of integrated solutions that accelerate transformation of data into business value. It includes database and data management, application development, integration and analytics, as well as intelligent technologies, from on-premises to the cloud. The Business Technology Platform helps companies connect processes and experiences, decide confidently with integrity, and perpetuate continued business innovation. Providing the trusted insights needed to decide with confidence and integrity, people can then act swiftly and boldly, knowing data is accurate, data integrity is intact, and enabling them to have the right machine learning, artificial intelligence capabilities. Real-time and accurate insights across the business network built on the strong foundations of applications. Protected data privacy and access in a multinational environment. Embeddable machine learning, artificial intelligence capabilities into applications for superior business outcomes. Integrity in the data accessed and used. With connected processes and experiences, it is possible to collect and analyze data from across your business landscape, from multi-cloud applications, from legacy systems, from public and personal data sources, and from sensors and smart devices, providing one single trusted enterprise foundation unifying data. It is also possible to deploy intelligent business processes for discovering, configuring, extending, and optimizing business processes, as well as engage digital experience to deliver interactive and digital experiences for your customers, employees, and partners. Now that we know what the platforms are, what the Business Technology Platform is, I will see you next time, the next episode, in which we will talk about the hyperscalers. See you soon.